Okay, I'm going to show you how I have loaded black powder blank rounds. I've seen a lot of videos out there on how to load live rounds with black powder, and they're all useful and really fun to do. You get a lot of smoke, a lot of show, but I'm interested in doing blank loads mainly for training my horses to not shy at gunshots and for doing gunfights. Make sure you do this safely. The way we do this, you want to use a casing that you don't intend on ever loading again. Leave the primer out, obviously. You take a light hammer, and as you can see, I just tap it in here until you hit bottom, and then you use a nail and put it in the bottom of the casing. And I'm trying to look through the screen so you can tell I'm kind of grabbing around blind here, but you push it through and just kind of work it around so you don't booger up your cork plug. And you can pick up this cork anywhere, at any office supply, craft store. I got it at Walmart, and it comes in a pack of like 5 big foot-by-foot squares, so it's really inexpensive. Pop out as many as you want, and then you got your press set up with your funnel and your spreader and all that good crap. All right, then the thing is, you don't really have to go in with any particular amount of powder because it's a blank load. You're not worrying about pushing a slug through the barrel. All right, so take and prime your casing, and all right, put it up in there to spread the casing open. Then you want to put your powder in. Guess it helps if I focus in on that. Alright, we got to try to figure out how to do this one-handed. So we'll just kind of give you a close-up, I guess. Alright, I'm doing roughly about 12 grains for a 38 special. I've got a 357 mag Ruger Vaquero, and that's what I'm using. So I'm running 38 rounds. Alright, so 12 rounds or 12 grains of powder, and then to top it off, because you have to compress it, I'm using cream of wheat. And I use my Lee measurement cups, and the one I am using to measure in the remaining would be the 0.7. It seems to do about the right amount with the 12 grains of black powder. And there's the black powder, the Schutzen triple FG. Alright, so we got that in there. We're going to do sorry for the bad camera work here. I'm trying to work while I'm doing that. Alright, so that part is done. Pull your shell out. Find a nice clean surface, obviously no debris, so that you don't push it on anything to set your primer off. Alright, you got your little wad here, plug, and just set it on there and just push it in. Thumb it down as good as you can, like that. Alright, I've got a few of them done here, and I'm going to be doing more, but for right now, that's all we need to show you. Switch out your die real fast to your crimping die. Now, I mean, you don't really have to do a crimping die, but I do for safety reasons, because you don't want that plug falling out and powder all over your leg and ground and all that good stuff. And I've already got this one preset, just like the instructions say. Run it down until it touches, and then crank it in a little bit more if you want a hard crimp and all that stuff. And this, you want to crimp it just good enough so that it crimps that plug in there. You can tell it's got a little, where's it at? It's got a little tiny roll to hold that plug in there. It doesn't look perfect, but man, they work great. They put off a nice bang, a nice show, nice powder. That one's got a little hole in it from pressing it out. You probably work with it and get your cork looking a little better. And it works really quick. You can get a bunch of them done fairly quick, and like I said, it's not rocket science because you're not pushing a projectile out, you're not trying to get a certain velocity. It's just, sorry about the blur. You're just trying to get a bang, and that you will. You can try a little bit more powder and a little bit less of the cream of wheat, and you can even go with a full load of black powder and no cream wheat if you want, especially in 38 specials, because it's a small round. Once you get up into the bigger ones, then you might want to back off on the powder. But when you go to a live round, and I'm going to emphasize this, if you're going to go to a live round with a slug, then be precise about your measurements, please. Be safe. I mean, even with these will do damage. Don't aim them at people. If you're going to do a gunfight scene, aim to the side. You never aim a gun at a living being. This I cannot emphasize enough. More people have died with empty guns than with loaded guns, and that simply means that people are cleaning their guns thinking it's empty, and boom, it goes off and they're dead. So I emphasize, be safe. These are fun, but they're still deadly. Have fun, y'all. Enjoy. Hope this helps you out.